So now we are going to discuss about structure of a C program. Okay. So in C program section, what we have first, documentation section. What does it means? It means the comments we give about each line. Why we give comments in a program? To understand, right? Ki what is happening in that line of the code. Okay. Second is link section. Link section has libraries. We write hash include iostream. Iostream is a library. In library iostream, detailed code of C in C out is written. If we don't write hash include iostream and we use C in C out, so what is going to be happen? It will show you error. Why? Because compiler does not know what to do in C in and what to do in C out. We have not written that detailed code of C in so that compiler can know that I have to take input, right? We have didn't write that code of C out. How can compiler knows that he has to print the detailed code of C in C out is written in iostream library. Okay. So whenever we use C in C out, we have to write there hash include iostream. Okay. Third is definition section. What is definition section? Constraint macros defined. What is global declaration section? Okay. Clear. In documentation section we have comments about program. In link section we have header files. Third, definition section we have global variable. Fourth, global declaration section. Okay. Function prototype. Why we give function prototype? To tell compiler in our program, right, this function exists. To tell compiler, okay, that this function exists in my program. Okay. In main function is the entry point of the program. Okay, there is only a one main function. We cannot have two main function, right? If we drive a car, right, we cannot drive a car from 2 points. We can drive car from only 1 point. Okay. So main function is the entry point of the program. Subprogram section. What does it mean? User defined function. Where is user defined function is made? Outside the main. Okay. But how to use user defined function? We call function in the main function. We call, like we have made function of a sum of a two numbers. Okay. First we will make that function's detailed code, and to use that code we call that function in main function. Okay. This is the sample of a program with section. Okay. Hash include std.h. This is link section. This is header file. Okay. Second, hash define pi value. Okay. So what does it mean? Okay. Whenever I need pi value, right? Okay. After header file, I have defined pi value. So whenever I want to use that pi value, I will not write 3.14159. instead I will write pi. Okay, after compilation, compiler will automatically take pi value as 3.14159. Okay, third, we have int radius. What does it mean? What is the variable name? Radius. What is the data type of that variable? Integer. Okay, this is global variable. Third, void display area. Okay, what is the function name? Display area. Is it returning any value? No, it is not going to return any value. So what we have write? Void. Void means empty. Okay, parameters, arguments that is passed and receive. Which data type? Float data type. Okay, so our program execute. When the program starts executing, compiler search which section, which function. Control goes to main function. Okay, here we have made one variable radius and it store 5. Now pi into radius. Pi value we have already defined 3.14159. In radius we have 5. Okay, so it will compute values. Okay, so before pi we have write uh, what is this operator? It is assignment operator. What assignment operator will do? It will right hand side value assigned to left hand side. Whatever will be the value, it will assign to area. What is float? Float is data type. Which type of value area is going to be stored? Okay, now we have called display area function. Now control goes to where? Display area. Okay, right. Okay, in float area, whatever be the value we have calculated in that formula. Okay, printf, what does it mean? Printf means printing. Whatever we write in double quotes, it is going to be print as it is. Okay, okay, why we have write 0.2f? Because pi value is 3.14159, so it's going to be a large value, right, after decimal. So we want only two places after decimal, so we have write 0.2. Okay, in area, whatever will be the value of area we have calculated over there. Now display area is executed, right? Okay, so now control will go back to main function. Okay, what is the execution process of a C program? Let's explain step by step. First, editing means writing the program. Where we write the program? In IDE. Okay, in online compilers. Okay, next is pre-processing means handle libraries and macros. Third is compilation. What does it mean by compilation? Translate to assembly. If there is any error, it will show you. Okay, now goes to assembler. Assembly, convert to machine code. Next is linking, combine with libraries. Next is loading, load program into memory. Last is execution, run program on CPU. Okay, writing the program. Source code is written in using a text editor. File is saved with a extension .c. If a program is written in C++, then what is the extension? .cpp. Writing the program. What preprocessing do? Preprocessor handles directives like hash include, hash define, remove comments, expand macros, include header file. Okay, the expanded source code .i. Compiler translates expanded source code into assembly language. Okay, if there is any syntax error, that is checked. Fourth, assembler converts assembly code into machine code, that is .obj. Fifth, linker combines object file with required libraries. Resolves external reference like printf from studio.h. Executable file .exe. Loading. What does it mean, loading? Loader loads executable file into memory, prepares program for execution. Execution. CPU executes program instruction line by line. Output is displayed on the screen. Okay. Source code extension .c, preprocessing extension .i, compilation into assembly code .s, assembly into object file .o, linking to executable file .exe, loading program into memory, now execution output. This is flowchart, you can see here. Okay. What is constant in C? A constant in C is a fixed value that does not change during program execution. Okay, like your birth date. Your birth date cannot be changed. It is going to be fixed, constant. But your age is going to be changed every year. So your age become variable. Okay, so integer constant, example 10 minus 25. Floating constant has decimal values 3.14.5, right? Character constant written in single quotes. String constant written in double quotes. Okay, now symbolic constant. We have two types of constant. In primary constant, we have integer, real constant, character constant. In secondary, we have string constant, enumeration and symbolic. Integer constant are whole numbers without a fractional part. Can be a decimal, octal and hexadecimal. 10 minus 25 are the examples of integer. 045 are the example of octal. 0x1a example of hexadecimal. Real floating point constant. Numbers with fractional parts or in exponential notation. Okay. Character constant, a single character enclosed in single quotes, represented using ASCII value internally. Okay, value of A. This is ASCII character set. Okay, you don't need to remember all the values. Here you can see that we have capital A in 65, right? Capital Z in 90. Okay, small a in 97, small z in 122. Okay, rather are we have 0 in 48, 9 in 57.